Hi, I'm Shell Arena. Welcome to the Shell Arena Show, also known as the TV show for you. On today's topic, I would like to share with you information about grants because a lot of people come to me and ask me about how to get a grant and how to find a grant because I'm a grant writer. I've been a grant writer for over 20 years. So I'm coming to share with you 6 different points that I believe most people should know about grants. Let's begin with the definition of a grant. A grant is money that is given to an individual, an organization, or a company that does not need to be paid back. You heard me correctly. Grant money is not paid back. There's no interest on grants. You don't have to give any of your personal information or your background or anything like that. It's just money given to help the community for the betterment of the community. And that's basically the definition of a grant. The second thing I would like to share with you is who gives out grants. Grants can be given out through your city, your state, the government, foundations, or colleges. Mhm. The city through the Department of Human Services or truancy or juvenile justice, they typically give out grants. But it's even more departments in your city that does. So just Google your city, go on your city's website, and just put in the search grants. And I'm quite sure some grants will come up for your city. With the Department of State, is typically given through the Department of Economic and Community Development, and that is through the state. They have a lot of discretionary funds that they give out to the community to help the community, again, for the betterment of the community. In addition to that, Uncle Sam, he gives out lots of money. Every year, over 500 million plus money goes back to the Department of Treasury simply because people do not know how to go about applying and getting the federal grant funding that's available to us. And that funding is given to individuals, faith based organizations, for profit businesses, and nonprofit organizations. There is lots and lots of money out there. In addition to that, the government even gives money for schools, for an individual to go to school and for fellowships as well. So the government itself has a database of 1,500 grants, 1,500 grant resources. And within the government, there are different departments, over 30 that give out grant funding. So, as a total combination with those 30 departments within the government, there is a total of 1,500 grants available out there. And most of their grants are offered through the catalog of federal domestic assistance that comes out every spring. Now, this particular video is just part one. I do plan on doing more videos in the coming week. So I would recommend if you have some time on your hands, please feel free to come back to this channel, like it, and subscribe to it because the people who subscribe will get firsthand knowledge of whenever I post a new video. Okay? In addition to that, corporations, they also give out grants. Every corporation, although they're for profit, they also have a foundation. And within that foundation, they give out grant funding also, specifically to the community. So if you're an organization in the community that needs grant funding, the corporations who serve your community, who your community go to buy from, a lot of them already have built-in foundations in which they will give to the community grant funding. I also have every Tuesday a teleconference, which is on my website. If you want to learn more about grants, you're welcome to just dial into the teleconference. You will learn more information and details how to register for my teleconference on my website at www.thetvshowforyou.com. And I'll post that on this video, okay? But I want to move on. Okay, I want to talk about what is the amount of money that most grants give. Well, there is no set amount of money because every grant is different, has its own different characteristics, etc. A grant could be as low as 500 up into the millions. And that is money that does not have to be paid back. Who are grants given to? Grants are given to individuals, and individuals who are going to school in the form of scholarships and fellowships, individuals who are artists, whether you're singers, poets, filmmakers, individuals basically who are winning grant awards for essays, on and on. But most grants are typically given to nonprofit organizations, but don't feel discouraged about that because it's individuals who start the nonprofit organizations. A lot of people have a passion or purpose or mission in life and want to do for their community because they see a need, whether it's for teenage mothers, whether it's for young boys, whether it's to start a sports club, whatever your passion or goal is, and you want to start your own nonprofit organization and apply for grants, you can do that because there are a lot of grants that are available to us. On my upcoming teleconference, I'm going to be talking about the top 20 grants that give in the African American community. But just because they're given in the African American community does not mean that they're not open to other communities as well. But as you follow me, as I share with you my knowledge over 20 years experience of writing and researching grants, as I share that with you, you're going to learn that a lot of grants are out there specifically for minorities, African American communities, and also for women. So, hey, anyhow, let's move on. Okay, where can you find a grant? Grants are everywhere. And I'm going to share with you. For example, if you go onto your state capital website, you're going to find grants. If you go on the federal government's website at www.cfda.gov, you're going to see the catalog of federal domestic assistance. If you go to Walmart, just type in Walmart Foundation, immediately you're going to see their grants. So again, if you have some time on your hand this Tuesday, join me for my teleconference because I'm going to go into more detail about grants, grants, and grants. And when I say that, I mean, how can you get a nonprofit organization? How can you get a grant proposal? How can you qualify for a grant? How can I find more grant resources? Also on my website, you'll see my books about grants and everything like that and my upcoming webinars. So you stay tuned. I hope you like this page. Subscribe or like me. I look forward to talking to you soon.